Rusty Quill presents.
Push the Roll with Ross Bryant is intended for mature listeners only. Check the show notes for content warnings and please listen with care. Want to get involved? Back us on Patreon and submit your ideas for our improvised games. Your suggestion just might inspire our next Call of Cthulhu adventure. Join today at patreon.com/pushtheroll.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy to see if you could save when you bundle your home and auto policies. Try it at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary, not available in all states.
AI is transforming customer service. It's real and it works. And with Finn, we've built the #1 AI agent for customer service. We're seeing lots of cases where it's solving up to 90% of real queries for real businesses. This includes the real-world complex stuff like issuing a refund or cancelling an order. And we also see it when Finn goes up against competitors. It's top of all the performance benchmarks, top of the G2 leaderboard, and if you're not happy, we'll refund you up to $1 million, which I think says it all. Check it out for yourself at fin.ai.
Flowers die in 3 days. Matching underwear from MeUndies? That's a gift that lasts. MeUndies creates matching prints for couples and friends. Same adorable designs in different cuts for each of you. All made from their signature ultramodal fabric that feels impossibly soft. With 30 million pairs sold and 90,000 5-star reviews, MeUndies matching prints are the perfect gift. Valentine's Day is February 14th, so don't wait. Get exclusive deals up to 50% off at MeUndies.com/ACAST. Code ACAST. That's MeUndies.com/ACAST. Code ACAST.
Doogie, Lou, and Val, you're breaking out to have your little discussion about sales tactics and perhaps unpack the scene that you all just bore witness to. I want to put you in the lounge of the Innsmouth Inn. It's just off of the main lobby where the desk is, where that same white-haired woman kind of nods at you as you go by. And you walk through a room where perhaps you all had that big old breakfast, and you're now in the little room with some rocking chairs and an overstuffed couch. And there's even a little fireplace with a low fire in it. And you can see in the way of a scenic inn that there's a bookshelf with a lot of books that maybe people have taken and left over the years, and many of which are about the region. And there's a little case under glass with some photos of the area nearby. So this is where we find you in the low light. There's some like Tiffany lamps around the room. So the light is very golden in here, in stark contrast to the cold darkness of the rain outside.
Wow, this place is so cozy.
Yeah, I've of a mind that we just go knocking on every door in this place until we find that man and we find out what went wrong.
Lou, I think you're overthinking this. Some people just aren't interested in the product, and that's okay. You know, I was really inspired by what Grace was saying, but the numbers don't lie. You can't make sales 100% of the time, right? So I wouldn't worry about it too much, Lou. Like, don't take it so hard.
I bet you could. I bet you could make a sale 100% of the time.
Doogie, you just saw me or Val? Who are you talking to right now? Like, me?
You, yeah.
But you just saw me fail.
But you didn't. Grace counted that. That was a sale. You heard her.
Well, but to you, but it wasn't one to Mr. Myers.
If it's in the ledger, I mean, that's introduction to accounting. It's real. That's business. That's science. Business science. And even though we just met, I feel like you could sell anything to anybody. I feel like I know you already.
I appreciate you. Bless your heart, you are real sweet, you know? Not everybody up here is, especially with someone with my accent. You know, they know I'm not from here, but you're just real nice. Why don't you and Val you two sit over there? Val, you could practice your like sales pitches on Doogie here, and I'll just try to let go of my failures and embrace my future wins.
Oh, I guess I do need a little bit of practice on my sales pitch.
Yeah, I think Lou has she's like trying to get y'all together a little bit. So I think she's like, in an effort to distract herself, she's stepped away from you, maybe gone to look at what books are on the shelf. What are these photos of, to just distract herself a little.
Can I have Lou Griffith roll a library use roll to take a look at those books?
Yay.
Yes, you can. Let me see what my library use is. It is a base, so I'm at 20. Let's go. I rolled a 74.
Okay.
And I just, boy, I'm trying to decide if there's any other than meta reason to push this, other than I want to find something as a player.
See, this is one of those moments where let me push beyond the curtain here. This is a moment where your keeper is like dangling the opportunity to put lore in front of you with books and photos. And I'm not saying we're all improvising this. I don't have a full sense of what this is. It's going to happen. It's going to happen in the moment.
You don't know what I may or may not see until you say it.
But just because you fail this does not mean anything absolutely terrible. But if you wanted to push the roll, I wouldn't be mad at you.
Oh, I'm tired of failing. I want to succeed. So I think at first, I think I'm overhearing some of their conversation, and it's keeping me from really being able to pay attention to what is at this bookshelf. So I'm going to block them out and force myself to read the spines of these books and to look at these pictures. And that is how I'm pushing this roll.
Oh, Paula, you're a gift to a keeper. Thank you.
Come on. This is so foolish. I only have a 20. I rolled a 7.
Wow.
Whoa.
Hard success.
That is now a hard success of my library use, a successful push.
High risk, high reward.
Absolutely.
Now, give me something cool, Ross. Come up with it off the top of your head.
Now, the listeners might be like, you wouldn't do that in a real game. He forced you to do that. See? Sometimes it works out.
Yeah.
Play hard, play recklessly. That's what we like around here.
You didn't force me. I wanted to do it.
Yeah.
I wanted to push. I wanted to get some info.
This is Cup in Post. I cut out the part where Ross was forcing Paula to make that roll.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Cup.
You better do that.
Yeah, you better do it. You better do it.
You better.
Why I oughta.
You want to be in any future episodes? You better push that roll.
Yes, you're looking at the spines of the books. It's quite a few trade paperbacks. There's some mysteries and political thrillers. And then you get to some hardcover books that are more akin to local histories. These look like monographs that have been published locally, or maybe by historians affiliated with the alma mater of Doogie Wilson, about this region, about Innsmouth, Maine. And in particular, you get the history of what is called Dauberge War, the War of Dauberge. And as you kind of thumb through this text, in the 17th century, when Maine was being sort of colonized, you read about how that there was a French trading post here, the Dauberge colony, and there was a lot of strife and violence between French colonists and English colonists around this time. And the Dauberge colony was utterly wiped out. And the historical record differs. Some say a plague hit them. Some say that the native population rose up against them. Some say it was infighting with the English colonists who did take over what would become Innsmouth, the Delmore White colony. You're perhaps like the darkness of this room is like, you're seeing this rather dark tale of these people that were utterly wiped out and replaced by these English colonists that renamed the region Innsmouth. You even see like a 17th century woodcut of Delmore White. And as you look over the images of the photos, you see a lot of like people in lumberjack attire, people cutting down trees, people on lobster fishing boats, and robust locals there. You can also see for what you take to be maybe a minister of sorts in a broad black hat and a high collar, photographed in like what looks like an old daguerreotype standing next to a little church or schoolhouse with many little children and locals. And this is what you get the sense of a rustic community that keeps to itself, hewing its life out of nature, but with this bloody and tragically mysterious past.
The cost of failure.
Oh, was that a hard success on a push too?
It was a hard success on that pushed roll.
Okay. As you look at that picture, looking over the children and the face of the minister there, stoically looking back at the camera, the more you look at it, old photos always have this odd aura. People's expressions always seem a little kind of sober and strange. And these particularly so. And when you look at the faces, especially that older man, it looks as though you can't tell what's going on. It looks as though there might be some sort of rash or peeling on his face around the cheeks.
Oh.
That's noticeable to you. And it must just be the garments. But like one or two of these children, it looks as though they have like strange bulges on their torsos, somewhat concealed by the garments of the time.
Huh.
The cosmos is a cyclopean infinity of chaos. Infinite branching paths stretching off to vistas in the distance that will drive the mind mad. Shall we shrink in the face of all this? Or will we climb aboard the chaos and ride it to the end, letting chance guide the way? This is Push the Roll. We're rolling dice against your Patreon suggestions to create improvised Call of Cthulhu adventures in real time, with themes of eldritch horror, the weird, the transhuman, the transmundane, the cyberpunk, the splatterpunk, the anything punk. We don't know until we roll. Anytime, any place, anything can happen when you push the roll.
And I'll like kind of turn back to draw Val and Doogie's attention to this very interesting photo and also catch whether or not they seem deep in their own conversation. Maybe I've made a little bit of a match here.
I think when you look back, Doogie's just staring at you.
Oh.
Yeah. Doogie, Lou is a married woman. Listen.
Oh, no, I mean, she's married. Great. I love that. Good. Fantastic. And he's like scratching at his cheek, like maybe he's having an allergic reaction to the makeup.
You know, when Lou got me into this, I saw it as a business opportunity, but I guess I'm more into the strategy, you know, and the books. Not really. I haven't always really been a people person.
Oh, well, if you're into the strategy, I feel like I should tell you that this is a pyramid scheme. You're not going to make any money. They taught us all about this in Marketing 225. I'm not saying it's impossible to make money, but virtually nobody does.
Oh, sure. No, I get that. But surely they also taught you that if you're at the top of the pyramid, it works really well.
Miss Jansson, no disrespect, I swear, but if it's a pyramid, doesn't that kind of mean the only way up is to step on everyone who's underneath you? And Miss Griffiths, I mean, you're competing with people like this. She's so motivated.
I don't take offense to this. I'm just here because because of Lou. I think that she could be something real big, and I just want to be there with her.
Yeah, she's real pretty. She's pretty good. She's pretty good.
She's pretty good.
Do you think I could sleep in this room? Do you think that lady would kick me out?
Doogie.
I can't afford to get a room for the night, but I really want to stay for the second day.
You don't have a room at the inn?
No, I mean, you saw the rate. It was like $28 a night.
Oh, well, to be perfectly honest with you, no, I do not think that she's going to let you sleep in the lounge. But,
I mean, if I'm reading, like, I'll be really engrossed in the book or something. I really need to interview Grace, and I'm going to get a C on my project if I don't get more information.
I mean, Lou and I are staying in the same room. Maybe we could pull in a cot or something. I don't know. Or if you're not comfortable.
Oh, yeah, I'll sleep on the floor. No, I'll sleep in the bathtub. I've done that before.
Oh, poor Doogie.
The bath. Why have you slept in a bathtub, Doogie?
Sorry if that sounds weird, but it's just like big family. We do vacation every 5 years, and everybody piles in like sardines, and somebody's going to get assigned the bathtub. It's usually me. I sleep better with like humidity. I don't know, the faucet dripping. My brain goes quiet. You won't even know I'm there.
That's so sad.
Oh, geez. Everybody's got a backstory, huh?
It's like Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, we'll just throw a couple pillows in the tub. It'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Doogie Wilson has big Charlie Bucket energy.
Yeah. Val, Doogie, I know you said that I should let go of what happened before, but I will not, because the people who used to live in this town failed, and they got wiped out, and I will not be wiped out. Get up. We're going to find where Mr. Meyers' room is. We're going to find him. Let's go. Everyone, we're going. Doogie, you can take notes. You can take notes for your marketing class about how persistence is everything in interpersonal sales.
Okay, hold on. He presses the button on the tape recorder. Marketing 225 field note. Persistence is everything.
Are you walking out to the lobby to see if you can find this room?
Yes, I will go. Follow me, and I'll go to the lobby to talk to the lady, if she's still there, the older lady at the desk.
The lady is currently having a conversation with a tall man who has a raincoat on, his collar is up, and there's a dripping large umbrella in his hand like a cane. And they seem to be talking together in low tones when you walk up. When you approach, he kind of looks over at you and turns away after nodding at the woman.
Excuse me, I don't mean to interrupt, but I will. I am looking for the room of, I remember his name very clearly, a Mr. Gerson Meyers. Can you tell me what room he's in, please?
The woman just looks back at you placidly. Oh, is this a friend of yours? He didn't have a packet along with the other attendees of the conference.
Yes, he is a friend. And we promised that we would go and check in on him when we were done with our conference so that we could have a little nightcap together. I'll try and charm if you want.
But he forgot to tell us his room number.
He's my uncle.
Doogie.
I'm Douglas Wilson. He's pretty sensitive, and if I could just check on him.
The eyes are cutting around. You can tell she's like, this is not hotel policy to give out the room number of a guest.
I smile real big, and I pull out a little sample of lip color, a little lipstick sample, and I just set it on the desk, and I roll a 42 under 54 for my charm, and say, thank you so much for your help. What a lovely inn you have here.
She looks down at it, looks back at you, takes the little palette and slides it toward herself. She kind of leans forward conspiratorially. You didn't hear it from me, dear, but 241 is Mr. Meyers' room.
Thank you, hon. All right, let's go. And I'll go down the hall.
Tell your uncle hi from me.
I think that will be a lovely color on you. Lou, wait up a second.
Yes, Val?
I just want to make sure that, he seemed like the shy type. Perhaps if we go, banging on his door in the middle of the night, don't you think that he might take a fright to that?
Well, look, sometimes you gotta be aggressive, all right? You don't sell anything by not talking to people.
Can you make a spot hidden for me, Lou Griffith?
Yeah. No, I rolled a 54 and my spot hidden is only 25, so that is a fail.
There's something cloying at the back of your mind. Mm-hmm. Just a little connection that you're like, is just out of reach of your mind, and it's gnawing at you, but you set it aside for the moment as you mount the stairs.
All right. More important things to focus on.
And you take a different route to room 241 than Gerson did. It takes you past a hallway where there's some interior windows. And this is an old building. It looks like it was established. And in fact, you saw a picture of it being established in the early 1900s. But you're walking past a hallway where windows seem to face into an interior space. You know what I mean? Windows are facing into a little carpeted courtyard across which are other windows. And you get the sense that, like, if you went through the wrong door here, you'd be in a back room where, like, you'd be in a room inside a room inside a room. And, like, just in the strange way that these hotels are kind of laid out like that. Maybe this must be a common area of some sort that these windows are facing into.
Interesting layout in these old buildings, don't you think? Quite a lot of charm.
Sure.
Hey, you think I could sleep in there? Like in the middle?
Doogie.
You maybe could sleep in there, Doogie, if you could find a way in.
It reminds me of a video game, like Secret Levels, and I'd be quiet, like invisible quiet. I do that a lot. Yeah, Doogie's panicking about his grade, and right now he's got no usable data. So, I mean, he just has like the complimentary samples. So he's just absolutely looking for wherever Grace stashed the merch. There must be crates and boxes and order forms, anything that he could count as a primary source for his research.
Okay. Well, you might want to know where she's staying as well. It sounds like you almost want to search her room.
He's trying to be a good student, but he's also like just a couple steps away from light burglary.
Great. Well, I want to move us back to Gerson's room. A lot of time has passed up here, but not as much time has passed with Gerson. This is right after you have retched. And as you're kind of noticing the Tylenol that you can't quite remember being there, you hear a little doo-doo-doo-doo.
I still stare at the bottle. I'm trying to make sure that it's in fact real and not something that has conjured up in my mind. It's where I'm at right now, because there's so many flashes back and forth. It does feel like I'm in the middle of a smash cut edit.
Exactly.
Like I'm right in that space where I live in two realities, and I'm really trying to process. I kind of almost don't hear the knock. It feels so far away from me. All of my attention is at the bottle, and I like to roll a pharmacy check to see if the bottle has the words that I'm familiar with, or if there's other sort of weird markings on it that feel a little strange to me.
Great.
Because I think about this idea that I heard when I was much younger, where you're dreaming if you can't like read, like words and dreams don't really make sense. So that's where my brain is at. I'm like, is this a nightmare or is this real life?
I love it. Yeah, take a look at the bottle.
What is it?
Ooh,
Well.
he rolled a 100.
I have a 70 in pharmacy, but I did roll, in fact, a 100.
Oh my God.
This is what we refer to in the game of Call of Cthulhu as a fumble.
Yeah.
This is rough.
That's, yeah.
Oh, Gerson, we're not going to get to him in time.
No.
Man, Cthulhu gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers.
That's right.
I'm playing it for the first time.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Oh, boy.
Oh, what timing, too.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's what you read, Gerson.
Oh my God.
100 tablets. Tylenol. Acetaminophen. Safe. Fast pain relief without aspirin. Each tablet contains 325 milligrams acetaminophen. McNeil Laboratories, Fort Washington, Pennsylvania. Take with a full glass of water and take with food. Oh God, are you okay? Baby, what's happening? What's happening? Baby, what's happening? Why? Oh God, no. Please. Please. Should I make you vomit? Should I make you vomit? So hungry. So hungry. We are hungry. We are hungry. We want you. We want you. 325 milligrams of acetaminophen. Roll sanity for me.
Yeah.
That made me, sorry, I got emotional.
Jesus Christ.
Russ, you got me.
Scary.
75.
That's a failure in your sanity roll.
Yeah.
I'm worried about what's about to happen here.
Or Gerson.
By which I mean I'm excited. Okay. What was your starting sanity, Gerson?
25.
What is it now?
22.
There's no way.
You can normally lose so much more than this and be okay.
Okay.
But it's so perfect. You didn't even know that your sanity was so low when you made this connection with the Tylenol thing. It is like the kismet is like...
Yeah, it's perfect.
It's all meant to happen. This is,
Uh-huh.
Yes.
And I realize it's really dark leaning into a real world tragedy. But this is what you're experiencing.
Mm-hmm.
This is your guilty conscience in some way. Something is taking the inside and putting it on the outside. The inside is outside. And this sort of realization is the kind of thing that comes to you because you lost 2 points of sanity, which isn't very much, but it brings you to a total of 5 over the course of what we've already done. And that is 1/5 of your starting sanity. You are insane, Gerson Meyers.
Oh.
Forgive me, I'll touch base with Cup, who I think knows the rules slightly, and just want to make sure I get this right. So there's no intelligence roll here because this isn't a bout of madness.
It is a bout, but it's an automatic bout of madness.
It's an automatic bout of madness. Great. So what this means, Gerson, is that we don't even have to do what we do in normal circumstances, which is roll an intelligence roll to understand what it is you're seeing. You mentioned something about you can't read in a dream, Gerson.
Mm-hmm.
And what you realize right now is that you're in a nightmare. And you haven't been able to wake up yet, but you are in a nightmare. This is a dream. It has to be. This isn't real. None of this is real. You don't know when you went to sleep, but you're probably asleep in that bed right behind you right now. You have to be. Because this is just your guilty conscience talking. It has to be. There's no pill bottle here, and it certainly can't say that. And there can't be anyone still knocking on the door right now. You okay in there? So I think that is if you agree, that is the sort of mania that you are under the throes of, that you are in some way trapped in a nightmare at this moment.
Yes.
And you maybe believe that different rules apply because you are in a nightmare.
I love this.
Yeah, I feel like to add on to what you were saying,
please,
the idea that I am trapped in a nightmare, and even so much that like I didn't even drive all the way from Chicago to Maine, that I'm still trapped in Chicago, that I am still in that sort of vortex of pain, of this sort of like stifling madness of noise, of death. It's still there. It's outside of this shell that I have right now. And right now in my mind, in Gerson's mind, I recognize that this is a nightmare, but in a way, there's a comfort in that.
It's not real.
It's not life. It's not, in a way, my body is protecting itself.
Mm-hmm.
It's telling myself that, like, this is a nightmare.
It's not real. It can't hurt you.
Let me live this nightmare.
Great. Okay. There's still someone knocking at the door. I love this.
And that realization happens, and I sort of smile to myself. I hear the door knocking louder and louder, almost deafening.
Yeah.
And I slowly, cautiously, step by step, walk towards the door. I'm not scared. I'm not nervous. It is as if I'm walking in sort of this amber. Time doesn't exist. Space doesn't exist.
Yeah.
My muscles are moving, but my brain is somewhere else. It's floating outside of itself.
Yes. Did you leave the window open, Gerson?
I did leave the window open, yes.
So, yeah, slowly, ever so slowly. Like that's that feeling in the dream where you're moving forward, but you're seeming to get no closer to your intended destination. But after what feels like an eternity, your hand closes over the knob.
I turn the knob and then open the door.
There's a young woman standing outside your door. It's no one you've seen before. She has kind of a curly perm, and she's wearing a black turtleneck and black pants. She has a long necklace with a little crystal on it, and it looks like a little dragon's claw is clutching the crystal. It's just hanging around her neck. It's just like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I thought I heard something. Are you okay?
Why wouldn't I be?
Oh, I don't know. I just thought I heard, I didn't know if somebody was screaming or someone was getting sick or what, but we heard something. Didn't we, babe? And a guy who looks kind of like he's got curly, long hair and a beard, and that sort of like 70s come 80s way. You're looking at people who are kind of clinging to the hippie thing, maybe a little past its sell-by date. He's shirtless. He's wearing black Levi's jeans, and he has a necklace on, rather like the woman. It's like, yeah, are you okay, man?
I don't pay attention to what they're saying. I'm drawn to the necklace. I touch the necklace on the female and say, these are quite captivating.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like, yeah, she's kind of looking you up and down. Are you into sort of witchy things?
My dear, I'm a man of science. I'm not supposed to believe in such things.
Wow. She laughs and kind of looks over at the guy. Like, he sounds like a guy from the television. You talk like a man on the news. She kind of strokes her hair back. She's very beautiful. And he, in his kind of rumpled way, is kind of handsome as well. Now you can smell, does Gerson know what marijuana smells like?
Yeah, well, yes, of course. He's a man of medicine.
Yeah, for the first time you notice that their door is open and they have the room next door to yours.
Oh, I see.
And,
okay.
And they're like kind of just checking in. And they're like, yeah. Wow.
Can I take a peek at what I'm seeing behind that door across the way?
You step out into the hall and are now looking into their room. And you can see the bed is unmade, and there's a bottle of red wine sitting on the end table with a couple of glasses. There's a joint smoldering in an ashtray, and you can see a denim jacket thrown over the chair in there. A few other items of clothing are on the floor. Do you party? She's a close talker.
Not in my real life.
Wow.
But I can.
And the guy's like, wow, yeah. This is a spooky place, huh? I don't know about you, but I always feel like when I'm in a hotel, I'm somehow like apart from real life. He kind of does a little wizard gesture with his hands.
Oh no, not the Chris Angel.
You're getting Chris Angel, like it's the 80s, but like you're kind of apart from real life. That what happens here kind of happens outside of time, you know what I mean?
Who sent you to me?
They both look at you like kind of quizzically, and that's when Lou, Doogie, and Val turn the corner onto the hallway.
Oh, perfect. Excuse me. Hello. Hi, y'all. Oh, excuse me. I know it looks like y'all are having like your own conversation, but I have an important conversation to be had. So do you mind if I interrupt?
When I'm talking with the two hippies, it does feel this sort of like dreamscape, like I'm in a certain wavelength. And as soon as Lou talks, it is sort of like, you know, like in action movies when like a bomb goes off and you hear the tee on the set, like when someone's ears.
Yeah. Tinnitus. Yeah.
It's like that for, tinnitus for Gerson. It is such a jarring difference in everything. I like sort of flinch and draw my hands to my ears to cover to me, it just feels like screeching.
Did Lou's voice take him out of his bout of madness?
Did it?
Or send him further.
I will say no, but he's indefinitely. I mean, how would you even roll for that? Where would it just, or you could just declare it?
Even though he's indefinitely insane, he still gets regular bouts of madness that end. The difference is that anytime he loses even one sand point, he goes back into a bout of madness.
Then yes, actually, That tinnitus you're describing is so intense. The jarring presence and the sort of real world, earthy presence of Val, Lou, and Doogie popping in here breaks the spell for a moment, and your bout ends. You are still insane, but you are no longer in a bout, so to speak, and you can sort of play that how you wish. The two young people kind of look at the three of you and are like, oh, wow, maybe you do party. Who are your friends?
We do not party. Okay, bless your hearts. No. We are here on business, okay? In fact, now that there are other people here, Lou, I think, is starting to feel a little self-conscious about, like, demanding all of this. And so she'll turn and go, well, you know, my cousin Val really felt like we needed to learn something from our interaction earlier. Isn't that right, Val? And so this was a teaching moment for her.
Sure.
And so, Mr. Meyers, why didn't you just play along? Couldn't you see how it would make us both look better if you had just said yes and pretended to buy some moisturizer? I wouldn't have made you actually pay for it.
Oh, I think before we get there, I think introductions are in order, yes. I'm Gerson. And I'm like not really focusing on Lou, to be honest. I'm sort of like shifting my position to the two young people. What are your names?
They're like wrapped up in each other's arms already. They're like constantly kind of touching each other. And the man says, oh, Dale. And the young woman looks at you and says, Scarlett.
Hi, I'm Doogie Wilson, marketing major, Kingsport College. Marketing 225. Sorry, I don't know why I said it like that.
You're like, they both look at you and give you the feet to eyes kind of up and down.
The scan.
Yeah, they give you the full scan.
He tucks his polo shirt deeper into his corduroy pants.
And I'm Val, Val Jansson. It's really nice to meet you all. There sure are a bunch of different kinds of people out here. I didn't quite know what I would expect coming to Innsmouth, Maine.
Oh, yeah. We're going all the way up into Canada for our honeymoon. She flashes a ring.
Oh, congratulations.
But yeah, we party.
What does the ring look like?
It looks like everything is kind of witchy vibes, and you see like a little dragon kind of eating its own tail on her.
Yeah.
They love dragons. I look at Lou because she's the only one that hasn't introduced herself. I'm hoping I don't have to put her on the spot, but I am sort of staring at her.
Oh, hi, I'm Luann Griffith, one of the top sellers for Beauty by Sylvie. And that's why we're here, and that's why we are not partying. We are here on business, all right? So thank you so much. Gerson, do you mind? Can we just step into your room, please?
You want to step into my room to have a conversation?
Well, yes. It might be personal. I don't know. I don't know these people. I met you this morning, so we've known each other.
I self-consciously close the door behind me to my room. And then I say, I think it's best if we have a conversation in the lobby or a more public area.
Oh, sure. We don't want to interrupt your privacy.
Seems you've already had.
I think the lobster conference room was open.
All right, let's go to the lobster conference room. Let's do that. Thank you. And thank you for your time, Gerson. I do appreciate it. It's going to be so helpful to me and to Val and Doogie, who's studying for class. You would not want to put these two young people at a disadvantage as they move through life. You would want to give them information that will help them know how to be better salespeople.
As Lou's talking, I just walk towards I kind of don't even address it. But as I'm walking back, I turn to look back at Dale and Scarlett to see what they're doing.
Yeah, they're still kind of like touching each other. Like, well, as long as you're okay, Gerson. If you change your mind, we're in 243. 243. What's fun with 2 is better with 3.
Oh, my.
Do you think they'd let me sleep in there?
Doogie, I do think they would let you sleep in there. But,
I'm not trying to be like their third wheel, but I also don't have $28 and I'm kind of running out of legal places to sleep.
Scarlett even gives you Doogie, a little wink as they go back into their room.
Yeah, his corduroy pants are pretty tight.
Damn dog.
It might not be exactly the kind of room that you want to stay in tonight, though. Unless...
If Gerson is, like, kind of walking, I will just follow where he wants to go.
Okay, great.
I will say that I am walking much slower than normal in a very noticeable way.
I think, as well, again, I'm starting to feel a little bit of that, like my kind of Southern upbringing is starting to be like, you have been rude. This is so rude, what you're doing. What would your mother say if she knew? And so now I'm starting to kind of babble nervously. I saw some interesting pictures downstairs in the lobby of the history of this place. And did you know that people think that maybe there were some people with like a plague around here once and they got wiped out? Like
Miss Griffith.
Yes.
Why did you get into makeup?
Well, I'd had a baby and I felt a little bit out of control in my own life. My emotions after having the baby were kind of like all over the place, and I had some dark thoughts and, I don't know why I'm telling you this. But, I thought, okay, well, I can get control back and I can have some independence in my life and I can just start selling things. And Beauty by Sylvia is the first company that I found that made me feel like I could be like a bit of an independent woman while still having time to be with my family and be a mom.
So none of this is addressing your passion for cosmetics. This is all of a way to get control?
Well, yes, I think so. It could be something else. If I had found Tupperware first, that's what I would be selling you.
I think I'm the cosmetologist of the family. I've always enjoyed doing my makeup, and you can see here I've got the Beauty by Sylvie Royal Butterfly in blue here on my eyes. And you might not have noticed because it's a very subtle look, but Doogie is actually wearing the foundation in sand. He has a little bit of a complexion issue, and so I just covered up a little bit of his redness. He'll grow out of it, I'm sure, but with a really light touch.
Who sent you to me?
This conversation is taking place as you're walking down hallways, down a staircase, across a little interior courtyard, up a staircase. I don't know about you, but I've been to lodges on lakefronts where they just snake around in the most kind of strange and MC Escher way. Mm-hmm. I feel like old lodges have this kind of quality. And I hope you don't think I'm being a naughty boy if I make you make a navigate roll, a group navigate roll. Whoever has the lowest score, roll. And if you succeed, you'll have made it to the lobster conference room.
Aha.
There have to be several of us with the base.
I have a 10, yeah.
Yeah, same.
I have 21, so not me.
Why don't you roll it up, Mary Lou?
All right, here we go. Oh, that's an 8.
Oh my God.
Oh. Amazing.
On the navigate.
For a moment, you suddenly feel as though you're lost. Huh. Gerson, you have a palpable sense of like, if this is a nightmare, in some way this hotel is your own head. Mm-hmm. You're lost in your own mind. If I go up, I'm ascending up into my consciousness. If I go down, I'm going deeper into my subconsciousness. And there's a sense of an interior space here that you want to get to because it's the center of the nightmare. And you're compelled to go that way. And just as you're about to kind of move the group in that direction, Val is like, this way, and takes you down a corridor, and you find yourself at the lobster conference room. There are pictures of fishing boats on the wall.
This place is like a labyrinth.
After that, I assume there's like different elements at play fighting each other in this nightmare space that I have convinced myself that I'm in. And when Val sort of correctly navigates to where we want to go, I warm up to her. I feel like she's been sent to me by a guiding force. She is the sort of avatar of the compass that is my mind, So I smile and I sort of gingerly touch her elbow and I say, thank you for getting us here safely.
Oh, you're so welcome. I've always had a good compass in my head.
You are a compass.
Oh.
And I shall trust you as that till this nightmare is over.
Oh my. Mr. Meyers, are you a poet?
You mentioned compass, and as I said, there are pictures of lobster boats and fishing boats on the wall here. And Gerson, as you're talking about compasses, perhaps your eye is drawn for a moment to a watercolor of a fishing boat out in a little bay with the Acadia Mountains behind it. And of course, you see that there's a little captain with a captain's hat on the boat. And you also see that something is crawling out of his torso.
Oh. Like actively? Or it's painted?
It's hard to tell from this vantage point. Like it's painted on. So the artist has rendered from the distance that you're at. It's clear that something is spilling out of him.
You seem to have an artist's soul, Mr. Meyers. Such a way with words. What brings you here to the Innsmouth Inn?
Now, what's the intention of the artist when they painted that? And I point to the painting.
Does it look the same to us?
Yeah, what do we see?
You see a beautiful watercolor of a fishing boat in the bay, and there is a jaunty little captain there. He's got a stump of a pipe in his mouth, and his coat is blowing in the wind, revealing a red interior. Yeah, nothing's crawling out of his torso. It's just a trick of the light, probably.
Okay, I've got this one. Maybe it's about the loneliness of man, or technology versus tradition. I took an art history class one semester, and I remembered those terms.
That's really smart, actually.
Oh, thank you, Doogie.
I'm hungry.
Miss Griffith, I'm sorry.
I'm hungry.
Mrs.
I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I'm so hungry.
Huh.
Do we hear? Who can hear that?
Gerson, you hear it first. I'm hungry.
You're hungry. I say that out loud.
And now the rest of you hear it. It sounds like there's a voice coming from underneath one of the conference room tables, which, like in the room you started out in, are covered with these tablecloths. There's a voice coming from under one of the tables.
Oh.
Was somebody... Hello? Someone in here?
And you hear crying. They're like, hungry.
What? Hello? Is someone under the table?
Val will lift up a tablecloth and look.
You lift it up and you see a boy of about maybe 10 years old, knees up to his chin, and he kind of looks up at you.
Oh, sweetheart, are you lost?
Yeah, I came in here and lost my way.
Where's your mommy, sweetheart? Is she here with the Beauty by Sylvie convention?
I think so. Can you take me to room 155? I can't find it. This place is a maze.
Oh, my goodness. Of course I can, you poor thing. Oh, come here. My name is Val.
This kid... Sorry, this is the player now, knowing she's in a Call of Cthulhu game. Does he look normal? Does he look out of place? Does he,
Is he a normal boy?
Yeah, is he
What's he wearing?
I want to say he looks... What the word I'll say is local.
Okay.
It's dungarees, a sort of rough cotton shirt that's tucked in. It's that very kind of understated, rustic attire. And he's got kind of a bowl cut of his blonde hair. But he looks, distressed. His eyes are red. 155?
Oh, I can take you there.
Thank you.
I kind of know this place.
You know the way?
Well, I got us here. Sure, I can take you. Why don't the three of you sit and talk? And I'll take... What's your name, sweetheart?
Pete.
Pete. I'll take Mr. Little Petey here back to his mom, and I'll meet up with you in a second, okay?
Thank you.
Are you sure?
Oh, I mean, of course I'm sure.
All right. Please, I need my compass. Come back right away.
Lou, you did ask if this kid looks normal. So, I mean, why not? Just for the sake of fun, you can make a spot hidden.
Sure. Why not?
Val and Pete are moving towards the door.
Oh. You know what? Look, we're doing it. Why not play hard? My spot hidden is 25. I rolled a 34. I don't have a lot of luck, but I will spend 9 points of my 30 luck.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Okay.
To make that a regular success, just to see.
Great. So you've had your eye on him this whole time.
Mm-hmm. Well, because I did see some kids in that photo, and they looked kind of weird, and that's all. Honestly, I just keep thinking about it. I can't get it out of my head.
Yeah, and in fact, it's bizarre how like it's almost the haircut is vaguely similar in the way that people in rural areas kind of have this outside of time attire sometimes, and it's almost as if a kid stepped out of that photo and is now...
It's almost like this kid stepped out of that photo.
And you're spending luck to make a regular success on spot hidden.
A regular success, yes.
As he walks out the door, you see him sort of pass by you in profile, hand in hand with Val. And his ruddy, childish face moves by, a little red under the eyes from where he's rubbed them, apple cheeks. And as he turns where his bowl cut ends, you can see a hard line where what looks like the hue of his skin totally changes because the makeup isn't covering the back of his neck, which is as white as the underside of a fish.
Oh, that's weird.
Petey, don't you worry. I was a babysitter all through college, so I know just what you need.
Thank you. You're the compass.
That's what Mr. Meyers called me. I don't know exactly why he's here, but you know what? I think he's like a poet or like an author, and he's here on a retreat. He's researching his new novel, and maybe we'll be characters in it.
Great. You're moving down the hallways now, and you're guiding him back to where you believe 155 is. Why don't you make one of those navigation rolls that you smashed so well?
Oh, boy.
Come on, Val. Come on,
Don't get
Val.
lost this time.
You got this, Val.
Okay, I only have a 10.
Oh my god.
And I rolled a 6.
It's meant to be.
Amazing.
You are the compass.
I am the compass.
You are the compass.
Oh my god.
You are the compass.
You find it. Once again, you're walking through these strange interior hallways that branch off at odd angles. Little stairs run up and down as this lodge kind of moves up and over a hill, you feel. And you're counting them off. 151, 153, and here it is, 155.
Yeah, we found your mommy. I'll just knock on the door. She's probably so worried about you.
Knocks on the door. There's a pause. And the door opens into total darkness.
Oh. Your mom must like those blackout curtains.
Come on.
Pete is behind you in the hallway, and you can hear, like, I'm glad you came. I'm glad Grace gave you to us. We're so hungry. As you turn around, are you turning around?
Yeah, I'll turn around to look at Petey.
Well, I can get you something from a vending machine if you...
He's pulling his little shirt up and tugging up his underclothes. And his eyes are sort of like bulging sideways out of their sockets as he's like, hungry. And you can see now, as his shirt lifts, the other face that Pete has.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever find yourself playing the budgeting game? Shifting a little money here, a little there, and hoping it all works out? Well, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can be a better budgeter and potentially lower your insurance bill, too. You tell Progressive what you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll help you find options within your budget. Try it today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
Flowers die in 3 days. Matching underwear from MeUndies, that's a gift that lasts. MeUndies creates matching prints for couples and friends, same adorable designs in different cuts for each of you, all made from their signature ultramodal fabric that feels impossibly soft. With 30 million pairs sold and 90,000 five-star reviews, MeUndies matching prints are the perfect gift. Valentine's Day is February 14th, so don't wait. Get exclusive deals up to 50% off at MeUndies.com/ACAST, code ACAST. That's MeUndies.com/ACAST, code ACAST.
Thanks so much for listening to Push the Roll with Ross Bryant. You can follow me on Instagram at RossBB, and if you enjoyed the show and want to shape future episodes, find us at patreon.com/pushtheroll. Subscribe, submit your title ideas, and help decide where our next roll takes us. Catch you next time.